I'm Nils Amadeus Lange. I'm an artist from Germany, but I live in Switzerland. So I'm one of the Swiss artists with a German passport. I'm doing performance art and also sculpture, installation, but the installations and the sculptures are also performative in a way. I'm also teaching in Basel at the Fashion Academy and also in Bern at the acting school, so somehow I'm like teaching in different fields but with the same content or the same task. I define myself as a queer artist. I'm trying to connect all the material that I generate or all the things that I'm working on to the queer theory. Also, I try to somehow question the way I'm working in a queer context, like talking or questioning the way I'm working with people, thinking about power structures and all this kind of stuff. Most of the people know me as a performance artist. The performances are mostly structured in the same way somehow. I'm trying to research or find so-called low culture elements and bring them into a high culture context, or put the two things together to see if there's a tension or if there's something explosive between high and low culture. For example, I did this piece at Kunsthalle Basel 3-4 years ago. I was working with the Minions and I was never interested in them, I hated them somehow. But I liked to use them as a material, like some artists work with stones and I worked with the Minions as a pure material. And the show was like this, that the Minions come into the room and there's this big box and they don't know what this box is, and they have a voice changer and the voices are really weird. They're trying to knock at the box and nothing happens. And then finally they can open this box, and in the box are 2 original art pieces from the collection of Kunsthalle Basel. One piece by Bruce Naumann and one piece by Candida Höfer. And this was a really almost like a crazy moment, like this low and high culture just like clashing. And people also could not believe that the pieces are real. So it's like somehow there's this thing of like, are the Minions allowed to actually touch real art and all this, yeah? So this is the performative part, and then the sculptures are also based on somehow like a performative character. I try to also change reality or interact with the audience, and I use all the props that I have in the performances in my sculptures somehow like as a sustainable thinking, that I reuse the stuff. And now I'm thinking about like how can I reuse the sculptures into a movie set, for example, that there is like a long way of like using the same material. That's probably my practice in a nutshell. In the residency here, I'm working on a performance and a video piece. So I'm filming the performance before in an old traditional Polish restaurant called Lotus. And then I'm gonna showing the performance in front of the castle at midnight on Saturday. And then again working with the same structure of my performances, like researching low culture. So I decided to use the Despacito song and let it play on a harp. And I'm doing a choreography for a dancer. The light is going to be made by a Harley-Davidson driver. What I like about this idea is that people always laugh about Despacito, but it's actually a material that we should take serious because it has almost as much clicks as human beings on this planet. So somehow there is something about this material, and I want to see if I can create a tension with the harp and the Despacito song.